All right, guys. Um, Still at the gangway, so I'm going through old footage to try to share with you. Here we're on a tanker. We're tying up the ship, and for any, you know, stuck-up mates that might be watching, don't worry. We've been gas-free for over a month, so I didn't have to worry about being intrinsically safe, because I'm sure I'll get feedback on that. But we've already run out our lines here, our mooring lines. You can see we have chafing gear on there, chafing gear around the eyes there, to prevent unnecessary wear and tear on the line. Sorry for the angles here. I just kind of clipped my GoPro to my coveralls to stay. But here we're getting the line set up and put it through the chalk there to get it ready for when we send it to the longshoremen. I'm just kind of flaking out extra line here, so when they do go to pull it, it's not all sitting on the drum. The cadet over there, he's putting his through. We're gonna give it a little leeway. Here I'm tying the chafing gear to the chalk so it'll stay in place, because as the ship takes on fuel or discharges, the ship will go up and down, and that'll keep the chafing gear in place. Just a easy little bowline on there, easy to untie. Pulling the chafing gear into place. I'm sure this is exciting to watch, just as exciting as it was to do it. But like I said, try to give you an idea of what the day-to-day is. On these tankers, you're in and out of port every couple days. I did talk to the cadet there through on how to finish off his knot. Off on the right side of the video there, I don't know if you can see that coiled up line. That's going to be our heaving line. He's going to bring them in there, and I'm going to tie these two eyes together, so when we throw it over to the dock, they can pull both at the same time rather than send one at a time. He's tying it up there. Put a bowline in it. Sometimes bowlines are okay, but they do tend to shift on the eye, and like a hitch or a clove hitch can be better. You just want something that's going to get over there and that the person can untie easily. Here we're just waiting for the mate to give us a signal to toss it. I think he might have actually told him to change the knot there, or maybe we were using something different. I don't really remember. This has been a while ago, but I cut out the original video sound. It's just loud, all the machinery. You can't really hear much of anything, and it's obnoxious. But tankers are good. You make a lot of good money with a tanker, and he's still gonna put a bowline on it. I think maybe he was just shortening up the line that we were gonna send him. He's doing a bowline on a bite there. Just shorter line, so we're not like having to throw the entire bit, the entire chunk of line there. So yeah, here I'm just kind of waiting to toss them over. Those are those exo gloves I mentioned in an early video with the goat leather. He's coiling it up, getting ready to throw it. used to have what's called a monkey's fist. That's what that is down there. But they're not the greatest to use. People have been hurt. Wish I could have caught the throw there. Oh, he didn't throw it yet. I thought he threw it. And he's just waiting for the mate to give him the word. And that's the thing about mates, as a deckhand, whether it be an OS or AB, I think I kind of mentioned the hierarchy in another video. Like, unless you're my watch partner, you really have nothing to say to me. I don't have to, if you walk up on me and say, do this, I'm going to tell you to talk to the bosun. You got no authority over me. It goes, as far as ranking, it goes OS, AB, bosun, chief mate, captain. The second, third mates, on the tanker, we had 1 second and 2/3. They're under the chief mate, but they're separate. Again, like I said, if we're on watch together, like on the tanker, the ABs and OSs stood watch, and they had either the second or third mates. That's why they're 3 on their watch. So, during your watch, you might, you'll take direction from them. But as a daemon, they got nothing to say to me. So, that can be an interesting dynamic, especially if they're, if it's off work hours or something, and you might call them by their name, and they say, oh, no, I'm not John, I'm mate. Well, then I'm A.B. Johnson. Don't call me Greg or whatever. If you want to use my rank role, it goes both ways. So I always think it's funny when people that might be a second mate on another ship, or a third mate or something, or on my ship, have an opinion about something. Like, you can do it yourself, mate. So here we're paying it out. Looks like we had too many wraps on the working side there, on the right side of the drum. You have a storage side for your line, and this might not even have been the same day. I don't even know. But yeah, just kind of guiding them out, keeping them moving so they don't get bunched up there. Like, you can kind of see in the right side where he's at. He's not really pushing. You see how it's like getting bogged up there. That's because he wasn't really pulling it forward. So yeah, that's kind of the, and see, they pulled it forward for him, straighten it out. A quick little tie-up video of stuff I had recorded. Anyway, guys, share, like, subscribe, tell your friends, ask me some questions. Till next time, fair winds and following the seas.